How did I become an herbalist? Well, I liked herbs before I decided to go into that as a path. I had still was into making tinctures back in the late 70s just for fun for me, make a few tinctures. I guess it maybe was the early 80s. You think about it. And I was using herbs. I was using herbs before I made the conscious choice. So I made the conscious choice to go into herbalism in 1982. So I guess it was the late 70s. I was still using herbs. I don't really have a time that I recognize that I started using herbs in some way. But I do remember when I made the choice to become an herbalist. I was living in Eugene and I was doing a few different things. And I either wanted to become a musician or an herbalist, just go into herbs. And I decided to start a tincture company and start teaching and do that instead. Or I started a tincture company and teaching became a needed step since people didn't know what the herbs were. You have to remember back in these days, people didn't know. People would come and look at my tinctures and my herbs and go, you can't experiment on me with that stuff. They had no idea. They didn't know anything about it, the average person that I was working with. And the herbs were only available through select herbal stores, which were few and far between. So this was really not a good choice to make as far as any kind of career. I was a manufacturer. I made a product and no one knew what it was or how to use it. And there were really no herbalists around me. There were few and far between. There was only 5 herb books out. So it was a really poor choice. So it seemed, and I didn't make any money in it, but I did get a lot of community support from people who were really into plants, and that was nice. And after doing it for a lifetime, it seems to have become pretty popular. But that's how I became an herbalist, I guess. I don't know. It's really weird. I've always been an herbalist. I've always done this since my whole life. So I don't really know where it started. Ain't no flowers when they're gone, and they're always gone too long. Anytime they go away. Oh, oh, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. You leave those young buds alone, 'cause there ain't no flowers when they're gone.